It's been a whole week. VOD viewers, I hope you're doing well. You're looking very handsome and/or pretty and/or stylish. You all get a spin. You get a fidget spin. That's for you. That was just for you. We're doing what the title says. Hey, Chris. And the title totally says Game Boy development and first Sable playthrough, even though I kind of started that already. But we're getting into it. We're getting into it tonight. I got a few things on the docket. Other than that, we're gonna play a song I got permission to play. We're gonna get really close to being done with the game. So well, we're not done with the game. We're done with the demo part. So let's hop into that. Let's hop into that. Does this work? Does my buttons work? My buttons work. Display capture's not on. And that, why does that look like that's kind of off centered a little bit? There we go. That's a tad better. Okay, where's the there it is. Okay, cool. We got I have two things. One, my cat's under me. Hi, Coretta. Sit in the camera zone. You want to get up here? She's just like standing under me and like not looking at me. Coretta. Coretta. Footsie with her tail. What are you doing? She's staring at nothing. Hips me. Okay, cool, fine. Okay, no, fine. That's fine. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I was playing Castlevania Legends for the Game Boy. And in that game, enemies just go most of the time. There's a few interesting enemies, but most of them they just walk at you. And I was looking around because the point of my platforming levels, or not the point, but an interesting aspect of my platforming levels is that I want them, I'm picking my lip because my lips are dry. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. The point of my levels is that they should be able to be played in both directions, from the left or the right. So I thought to myself, I couldn't just have them, I can't hard code them to go from one point to another. They have to kind of just like Koopa Troopas, the green ones just walk, the red ones go back and forth on the platforms. But after some research, I can't just do that in this engine. Not because the Game Boy's not capable of doing it, because literally tons of Game Boy games doing it. This just doesn't have that. And I know this to be as true as possible because I'll pull this up real quick. The literal example game that comes with the program. Here's the platforming level. Look, use these little turnip guys are the enemies, but you might notice there's this little block right here, and then there's this here, and there's a little block on this edge too. That's because their AI for this is just walking in direction. And they'll walk straight, not even off because there's no gravity. They'll just keep walking parallel on the x-axis. Patch this if there wasn't something to stop them. So that's how I know. I can't do that, especially because, okay, so I can do, there's like two ways to do the movements here. You can tell them to move in relation to the player, and then you can tell them to move X or Y, minus or plus. Or you can just have them move between 2 points or 3 points or whatever. But I can't just say you can only walk left and right on this platform, and then and that works for every single time there's a platform. I'd have to hard code it every time. Allegedly. I haven't really quite thought of a solution to that. But this guy's hard-coded to walk, just here and here, back and forth. So that's great. But once I'm done populating this, doing that, I'm kind of done, other than the music, which I tried making some music. Here, I'll show you what I tried doing. This was my best attempt at starting a song. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that's for, and I don't know how to make it better. And I see that there's other layers, but for some reason the other layers sound like ass. I don't know what's going on. I need help. I need help with that. But everything else is going pretty well. Oh, also, this wasn't in the. I don't know if I showed this off last time because no, I didn't show off last time, so it wasn't really implemented. But now the start screen actually functions. It did all the things I wanted it to do. But when I hit start, it would just do nothing. I didn't realize it did nothing. So now it checks if you have game data, and if it doesn't, it just sends you to the start of the game. We're gonna watch this again because I'm very proud of the opening because I spent like an entire day on it. An entire day plus because there was the problem of it not working at one point. We got a flashing start button, which I did not have before. You can see that on Streamlabs, kinda. Hey, look at that. You know, I've decided now that this is too big. Both of these are too big. My webcam's too big, and that's too big. We're gonna change that. We're gonna shrink everyone down. That's the chat size with this? Obviously not, because you're watching me change it right now. So hopefully I mean, we could just test it right now, see if it sucks or not. Gooby goo. That's big enough. You guys get the gist. Okie doke. I just really tore my lip up. Normally all my peeling has been very small, except that in that one moment. Okay, so we gotta make some enemies. So I'm thinking these tall guys, they're the back and forth guys, they're like the red Koopa. I wanna have normal movement guys that just go back and forth on a platform. So I want guys that chase the player, and I would have to put them on like the lower rings because they'll just be crazy if I don't. And then I guess I just need some normal walking ones. I don't know if I want to do normal walking ones because the players can just push the normal walking ones. It's so weird because like I have to hard code all of this. Well, maybe we'll experiment. I haven't done a lot of. I did a lot of experimenting, but perhaps more will reveal itself, and then we'll play the game. First off, we need a new guy. This is just like a normal NPC. We need like a new. We need a whole new guy. So we need a new gentleman. Width 48. So we have some animations. Height. Let's do 32 again. Maybe he'll be a little tall. Okay. New guy alert. New guy alert. Oh, and while hey, don't look at that. I want to play because I said I asked if I could, and I did, and I would. I want to play Janiac Jr.'s new song because I like it, and he said I could play it a few times. I'm doing that. I'm gonna loop it like 2 times while I draw this guy. Okay, we're gonna draw a beautiful woman.
Surround me, and when hell ignites the skies, gonna frown in blasphemy will be my bride.
It looks like a skull. Okay.
I'm on a mission for the
It's kind of a big head though. I don't want wanna shrink it or do I wanna make her a little bit taller? Let's just make her a little bit taller. Just gonna have big pixel boobs. I've decided.
I'm the sound in the hollow, cursed with a halo. I'm a walking mistake, consumed by viciousness and fueled by hate.
Looks like something.
Vexed with purpose, I'm a vessel of holy wrath, unending until my light expires. Is this the destiny that I desire? And when the angels of the earth surround me, and when hell ignites the skies, gonna frown in blasphemy will be my pride. I'm on a mission for the stones to bodies. No hesitation without my blade. There's no coming back from this great.
Phew. Oh, I shouldn't have done it in the mic. I should turn the other way. I'm sorry.
When mercy's fall, you say I'm falling astray. I just don't see that way. I'm not an angel, I'm a danger to myself. You say I'm one of a kind. I say you're out of your mind. I'm not a hero, I'm a zero, I'm not well. You say I don't have a choice. I say you don't have a voice. I'm not a slave, I'll misbehave to my heart's content.
Just gonna have a small smile.
Inside my head,
I'm gonna fix her forehead a little bit.
my heavy heart begins to scream and shout to heaven.
Yeah, that's better.
Loneliness will fade away. Cross
And then maybe she's got like an earring?
ways to spend my day.
A hoop earring? Ooh. Yeah, ooh, I like that. No, that doesn't look like boobs anymore. Does it? No, that just looks weird. Oh, that's better. Okay, let's just make them smaller. What if we just did like okay, I like that. Her arm is ass. Bad arm, Cameron. Also, her arm should be this color, obviously. Also ass. I like one of these.
And when the angels of the earth surround me, and when hell ignites the skies, gonna frown in blasphemy will be my prize. I'm on a mission for the stones to bodies. No hesitation will do my blade. There's no coming back from this great and terrible day. When mercy's fall,
I think the boob window's not looking great.
I just don't see it that way. I'm not an angel, I'm a danger to myself. You say I'm one of a kind. I say you're out of your mind. I'm not a hero, I'm a zero, I'm not well. Forced by nature, I'm the sound in the hollow, cursed with a halo.
Okay,
I'm a
okay,
walking
okay.
mistake, consumed by viciousness and fueled by hate. Vexed with purpose, I'm a vessel of holy
that.
wrath, unending until my light expires. Is this the destiny that
And then
I
we'll
desire?
take all that and lower it one.
Surround me, and when hell ignites the skies, gonna frown in blasphemy will be my pride. I'm on a mission for the stones to bodies. No hesitation without my blade. There's no coming back from this great and terrible day.
hands around. Even them out. And do I want to do that, or do I just want to make this like a 2-frame animation? Let's see how it looks 2-frame. What was my naming scheme for this? It was like platform NPC. Platform underscore NPC 002. .png. Mercy so wide. There we go. Okay, let's just see how that looks. Why is that like that? He is giving Dobby a cock. I don't know why I said that. I take that back. She's looking at. Yeah, I know that's a fair look. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I shouldn't have said that. I should just not have a script. We basically have to make can we just give it the chase player script I have? Oh, script. Chase player. Just what's this guy called? E1, should be E2. Let's see if that does anything. I'm sure interested to find out. I don't know about you guys. I mainly want to see the animation. Oh! Oh. Typing in chat for some reason. And okay. There were issues. I'll be the first to admit it. There were issues. Okay. First issue. This script. I think works. Used collision. I don't know why using collision. That didn't why didn't that work? I feel like that should have worked. Second problem. Why did this not middle right? Middle move right. Wait, I'm actually confused why that didn't work. On update, call chase that. Cool. Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? What the fuck? Why is she like that? Why is she flat? What is happening? Okay, I think the problem is that she's tall for some reason. I don't know why this is... Why is this... Okay. Boom. And then I want her collision box to be a bit taller. With... Okay, cool. The second frame. Okay. Up. Down. You should only be moving left and right. You know, flips. So I don't know why she was flickering in and out, but let's just throw her on all the other. I'll just do that. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Nope. There we go. Okay, now let's try that. Ugh. Up, ooey. Why is that one frame? Also, oh, why can't I? No, I can't collide with her. Okay. She's chasing me. She's chasing me. For some reason, wait. Okay, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I can't even focus on the animation script because that's so bizarre to me. Why that's happening? Nope, that's wrong. What the? Oh, I'm not in the mood for this right now. I'm really, really not. I'm really, really not in the mood for that. Okay, maybe we don't want to use this chase player script I have. Let's just do that. Let's just see what happens here. What? Frame? So there's no collision there, so that's kind of defeats the purpose. What frame is that? Where she's... It's okay, she's walking... It's the one of the walking forward frames. I don't know if it's when it... I wasn't having a problem with this guy. This guy was fine. Look, he's got none of his... He's nothing. Stumped. What is the problem? Hola, Pepsi Cola. Hello, Kyle. How are you doing, gamer? What? Why are you just making meme noises at me? Is that appropriate? While I'm live in front of my fucking video game that isn't... Why are you... Okay, it's pissing me off. Can I help you? Why don't you join stream, Jen, if you love me so much? Oh, you have to focus on packing. Is that what this looks like? Is that what this is? Good, I will never do it again. This is actually really annoying how, like, none of this is functioning super well. Not like half because of me, but half Wario Land. I've not played Wario Land, but I was playing Castlevania Legends the other night, and this engine just is not as complicated as Castlevania Legends, which is kind of annoying. And this is all kind of annoying because I brought this up in the beginning of stream, but the engine just doesn't handle like actual platforming AI very well. There's basically two things you can do. So you can tell them to move in a direction. You can tell them to go in one direction. You can tell them to go in another direction. You can tell them to kind of move in relation to the player. You can tell them to move to specific coordinates. I can't just have like someone patrol this platform without hard coding it for each platform, which is nuts. Like they can't like as a programmer, what I would do is I would like it would be like a list. It would be like a list of positions they would have that they can view. So they could walk here. So if they're here, they know what's behind them and what's in front of them. And if behind them there's like floor, they can move. If there's not, then they don't move and they turn around. Like, it would be very easy if I could just program this, but for some reason I cannot. Because they can't detect floor. We got actor, move, cancel, relative to, and speed. That's basically 2 things. That's 2 things I can do. It's not awesome. I probably try to think of like solutions for this. I understand nothing of programming. So, to better explain what I meant by that is, there are types of data structures. They have, Chris could do a better job explaining this, but called linked lists, where you can see. So think of like a line, and every node in a line is, let's just say, an X position. When the actor is in an X position or anything's in an X in one position, they should be able to see the one to their left in the list and to the right of the list. They can look ahead at that position. And once I see that and I can have that information, then I can programmatically tell them where to move, hypothetically. I just can't do that here because some reason. Some freaking reason. I don't know. And I'm also confused about the one animation problem. That's actually bugging me right now. I don't know why. Just had it like idle, like the programming is actually easy when you're stupid and you don't understand it, like me. Ignore my degree. Why? Why is this? Why is the frame? Why is it clipping into the ground? It's not the. That's not the. It's pissing me off. It's genuine, making me mad. Should I just shrink her? Should I just shrink her to a normal? I kind of don't want to shrink her. I kind of like her that size. Oh, this direction. Oh, she looks shit. I like her that tall. Why is it just what? Oh, okay. Wait, I saw it there. Wait, that wasn't there before. The idle. Boom. Okay, that's up there. That's that. You see what's highlighted? That's whatever. Kind of looks cute small. I thought that was too squished in my opinion. Okay, wait, hold up. So, that's nope. Call. By the way, once this platforming level's done, like, that's kind of all I wanted to do for the demo, other than my music, which I have 0 music capabilities, and I really tried recently. I didn't really try. I gave it like a C- effort, and I still didn't like it. I have 1 song coming in at some. Okay, that works. That works somehow. Okay, but what the fuck is this? What is that? What is this? Why is she going? She just. Okay, I know. Okay, actually, I know what's happening there, but. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. Now that we know what the problem was there, we're gonna change that back to this. Moving right. Okay, she's fine there. She's fine there. Okay, this hypothetically should work now, animation-wise. So the chase script, all it does is it moves this to where they were. So it's not looking at where they are and finding the closest path. It's just kind of following, kind of like Bowser Jr. and Mario Sunshine, or Mario Galaxy, or Mario Galaxy 2. So that's why, like, when I jump, it'll look kind of weird. So we don't want that. I don't care for that script I have. I think I just want this. I want this woman. She's going to be like the red Koopa. So let's try to see how much we can do here. So we're gonna call it what was that one script called? Platforming. Yeah, I was being really specific here because I think I had to hard program all of these, but we're gonna try to platforming 1E2. Okay, so move. Okay. So let's think about this. I want to try to think about this in relation to every floating platform and really see if I can figure this out. So we can have move relative to. We can have move to. So these are specifics. These are relative to. Well, collision. Keep in mind we have this for here. This script is for this guy. He had to hard code him. He starts here, and when he's on screen, he'll go over here, and then it'll check that he's not here anymore, and then he'll just go back there, and then once he's like, oh, I'm here, so I'm gonna go this way, and that's that specific. This one specific thing, and it's stupid, and it's not. It shouldn't. Well, it works, but like I don't want it to work. I want a patrol, you know? Like I can have them move. Here's the weird thing though. Wait, actually, okay, so what I learned from this dog right here is that when I have him. He has a script where he moves back and forth in by 4 tiles relative to where he started. But if he has collision on, so if the player comes in right here and then moves, he'll start like pushing him basically. Like that 4 in either direction, those 4 tiles will like reset kind of, and he can be like pushed over here. He can be pushed over here. Since they kind of get smushed up here in the platforming level, I'm wondering if I could actually do that. So I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna have them move. What's that, +4? And yeah, okay, so it's +4. That's the back and forth one work. Move back by 4. Set direction on that. Okay, so what? Yeah, we can just move by 4, and then move actor relative to, and then by 4. So let's see if that kind of works in my brain. I'm interested. She's not. I didn't give her this to the AI. A mistake I will continue to make for as long as I live. I can. We'll try this time. Oh, wait. Why am I? Okay, I think. Okay. I think I know what happened. I've done this also multiple times. Stop. See, I forgot to change that. I did that so many times when I made this guy. When I was like testing things with him, I was like, oh, and then I'll do another one, and then I forgot. I said it to the player and not the enemy. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Did I move her? See, she got moved. She look, now she's not going to the edge anymore. I push her here. Is she gonna walk? Oh, she's not walking off the edge. Wait. If I get her on this side, kind of stop her here. See, I'm getting her off the edge, which is what I don't want. This is what I don't want. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. Also, that animation's fine. Maybe speed it up a little bit. Okay, so what can I do? What check can I make? Make sure they're not. See, I can't do anything because when when it calls this, it will complete that before doing anything. So if I'm stopping her like right here, and then she goes, and then I leave, she's gonna do this no matter what. So there's no time to check if hypothetically I could that there's no floor. Can I make collisions just for not? That'd be really good if I could make collisions for not players. Let me show you how fucked this is. Kyle. So the literal example for platforming in this engine cheats. They have these little fucking blocks for these enemies right here that literally physically stops them from going over the edge, which is so dumb. It's just so unbelievably dumb. Like this is them showing that this is like, ooh, look how good the engine is. Except our AI can't figure out that it's floating. So that makes me want to give up. It really, really does. Also, I made this clock thing. Actually, hold on. I want to show you guys the clock because I'm really proud of the clock. When you hit the clock, it's like an item block from Mario. It makes you go faster. I don't remember if it plays a sound. Does it play a sound? It plays these little sounds. Actually, it played a better sound. Oh, I got rid of it. It played a better sound, but when I like manually entered the sounds and I didn't like have it call a file, it like paused the engine. So it would like, you would jump up, it would go do 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 do, and then you'd fall, which is not really what I want to go for. So I will come up with a better solution to that. You hit this and you go fast. You're gonna go fast. There was only a way to get her to not float. I mean, maybe I could hard code the X value she can't go to, but again, then I can't put this script everywhere. It'll be specific to just this enemy, which is not what I fucking want. Not what I want. This sucks. I wish Chris was here. Chris could have the answers, but he's probably like making dinner or something. He's time zones, and he's responsible adult. I also want to just make this trigger taller. Wait, can I make this bigger? Oh, here's. I do also have to make this not go there because this is not a level in the game yet. I think I want to have them pop up right here. And then I have to have another trigger. Hold on, I move there. Trigger. Pull that double trigger. This takes them. Change things. That will take. Oh, wait. That will take them over here. Wait, I just realized this doesn't. Wait, I just realized I forgot to make the part of the map that connects these. I forgot this doesn't go here. Chris! Also, hello, Sarah. Chris, I just realized your thingy is super not aligned. Chris, can you help me?
Sure.
So, this engine sucks. Dick. Huge, sweaty dick. So...
Fair, it's a Game Boy engine. That's really hard to do.
Okay, but like I played a Game Boy game the other day that was able to do the things that this engine seemingly can't do.
Yep, just keep in mind, Game Boy is really hard to work for as far as I'm aware. A lot of hacky stuff. Yeah, so what's the issue you're running
So
into?
it seems that the only parameters I can move actors on programmatically is just generic, like +4 on the X, plus -4 on the X,
Mhm.
or to a specific position, or move relative to the player.
Mhm.
Which means it doesn't take account for gravity. It doesn't take account for. I guess it can with some collisions.
Mhm.
With the problem with that is mainly that I would have to, for a platforming level, I would have to hard code all of the movement for every enemy because I can't just have it say, oh, move
Yeah.
4 and then move back 4, because if there's a little bit of collision, then they'll just start walking on air.
Can you do like if statements and loops?
Yes, but I can't. There's nothing to keep track of. Or what were you thinking?
Like, could you have it check like, hey, is there a platform below me?
Oh,
So continue on path.
I would love
Else
to do that. I would
follow.
love. I would love to like pop the stack and see like, oh nope, there's no floor there. Don't walk there. But no, I can't.
Mhm.
But even if I could, I think I wouldn't work either because the call to do like to move it 4 tiles, it will
Mhm.
do this, and then even if it's in like an if statement, it won't care. It will just do that, and then it'll check.
Hmm. So even if it's in so like an if statement, there's an if and an else, and inside the if clause, there's a movement command, but it hits the else. Does it still move?
Yeah, it'll still do that. I tested that
Interesting.
because with this dog, I tested that, and it doesn't give a crap. So yeah, I can kind of demonstrate. So in not with movement, but like also direction. So in here, the dog is moving. I'm having it face right, then walk
Mhm.
4 tiles to the right, then face left, and then walk 4 tiles to the left. Now, if I
Yep.
interrupt it while it's walking to these 4 tiles and I talk to it, I'm making it
Continues
face
going.
another direction. It will then finish its walk backwards now, and then it will turn, and then it will do that thing.
Yeah.
And did you see the example, like and the
Where I
engine
had like
platforming
the
thing?
blocks,
The blocks.
and
Oh,
just
I didn't
different blocks
realize
you have.
that, and I blew my mind that like that's why it thinks. I mean, this is impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it can do weird things like that.
All you/me are thinking about that. I just want to test. Sneeze. Oh, see, I didn't sneeze in the mic that time, everybody. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. I mean, I guess I don't particularly. I mean, no, I do mind if I had to program every enemy's specific AI, but like that seems like such a bad solution.
Are you willing to try a plugin?
Oh, yeah, sure. I already have plugins installed. Why did you find something?
GB Studio Platformer Plus.
Oh, Kyle says you can create an invisible, transparent element at the end of each platform and walk in. See, I could do that, but no, you asked a question. Yeah, no, I can't. I was hoping I could make like a barrier that I could go through, but the enemies can't. But I could not. Wait, hold on. Which one were you looking at? Because I think I saw one with like a little panda
just
avatar.
the link in the
Oh,
chat.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw
It
this.
says like solid actors, platform actors, and gravity. I don't know for sure that
Yeah,
means gravity for the
um,
player, gravity for the enemies, but
I played this, I think. I don't know if this had what I was looking for, but I actually don't remember. So I'm going to find out.
has at least gravity for the player. I got like a little demo I'm trying.
I mean, if basically anything I can apply to a player, I can apply to not the player.
Yeah, so this might be worth looking at if it seems like it might solve your problem.
Well, I love problem solving. Kyle, I like where your head's at, by the way. You have the mind of a programmer. Back that here. Okay, I think I have to reload this. That's the wrong project. Look at all my things while I do that. This is my favorite Hollow Knight track. Okay, just enable actor gravity? Probably don't want that on the script. I probably want that on there. And this shit. I mean, hey, if this just works, I think that solves. Well, I mean, it doesn't really do what. It helps. Plugin is based on an unknown engine version and may not work correctly. Plugin authors fix this issue by making engine into JSON. Oh, that hated that. Oh my god.
It might just be that they didn't specify the plugin version, or the engine version that the plugin is built for, so...
I can't tell if it's not compiling or not. It's a bunch of warnings. No, yeah, this isn't gonna go. That sucks.
Is it warnings or errors?
When
Error, undefined identifier,
Yeah.
allocated sprite tiles. Source core data manager.c.
Unfortunate. Don't save that. Pull that out of there. What version? Dash. Out there. Someone commented 10 days ago and didn't mention that it didn't work, so that makes me...
Yeah, try compiling again without the plugin and make sure it is indeed the plugin that's causing the issue.
I downloaded the Gravity zip, not the Platformer Plus zip. Do you think that might have been it? Do you think that
Yeah,
just
give
has
that
it?
a try.
You think that just
Yeah.
has all of that in there, perhaps?
Yeah, it's possible it just has all of it in there.
Touch player. No.
And do you have gravity for the player? Or is it just in general gravity?
Yeah, no, they get like cool engine. Wait, actually, wait, can I apply it? Wait. Have I been just being dumb? Can I actually just apply that to engine? Oh my god, I can. Wait. Wait, does that work? I'm gonna be mad at myself if that works. I mean, it's still not like the perfect solution, but like it makes it the other thing less janky looking. Push you. No, that that might be because the script is running. Hold on, what did I? Yeah, oh yeah, hold. Wait, no, I applied it on. Hold on, let me try putting it on update instead. How was your day, by the way, Chris?
Good. Work was busy.
I also had a busy day. I hated it.
Yeah. Right now I'm working on building a model kit. not done that before. I'm doing that for the first time.
That still doesn't work. That okay. Well, I'm half glad that I wasn't stupid about it, but also upset that it didn't just work. Wait, why doesn't that work? I like to understand the why sometimes. Sometimes.
Is it because it's like moving it in the X direction and that for some reason overrides the Y direction?
I'm not sure. I want to say it's just because they don't have like the. So you can only control like one character at a time, and I think that's really important in the Game Boy sense, like you, the player. So I
Yeah.
can't just add like these special things to the not player.
Hmm. Yeah, because it probably adds like a bunch of things at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Because like I don't think I could make the actor climb, but I can make them move up and down. So therefore, like climb velocity doesn't affect them. It's just the speed of the movement speed and their animation speed. Okay, that's super annoying, but whatever. I do really wish Kyle's thing was right. I wish I could make a barrier for thou and not for me. On top of that not being a thing, that would also lag the game a lot. Because no, I'm sorry, it wouldn't lag the game, but a version I didn't say out loud in my head just now that I thought of and didn't articulate would lag it. But whatever. I might just have to hard code it. It'd suck. How many platforming levels did I plan on having? 2? Was it? No. I don't remember. I thought I mapped them out here. I think maybe with the spaces there was like gonna be one here, there, and then I want to have a goose one. Oh yeah, the one down here.
Gotta have the geese.
Yeah, I was gonna have the on the way to if you go by Glimmer Lake, it's a goose platforming level.
Nice.
I think this goose sprite was like one of the first things I made.
It's a really big part of the experience.
Really is. Did you look more further into plugins?
No, it looks like that one's probably the best bet. You could try figuring out why it's failing to compile, but it looks like it has a lot of things, but then again, it's does it compile or not.
Did you play? Hold on. Did you play one where there was like an enemy moving?
I didn't try all the different like sub
Hold
areas.
up. I'm doing it right now. Don't worry about it. I'm doing it on stream.
Yeah.
So the drop down. I remember doing this because I was interested in what they made.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't try the two like lower ones.
Yeah, they have
Tried the-
cool
yep.
stuff, but no, none of them with like enemies doing shit.
Yeah, because there was like a shark that moves back and forth, but it was in water, so it doesn't
Yeah,
fall.
it doesn't count. Okay, no, that's not the most cash money. Okay. Can I make that level? Yeah, I might do that. I'm trying to. Born, but I don't know what qualifies enough content for a demo for a Game Boy game. I thought this was gonna be enough, but like I wasn't gonna do the platformer level, but now I am doing it, and now I just realized I kind of skipped this area, and I should probably add that, and then it's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, it depends on the genre. I think, say if it were an RPG, you would need at least be able to catch one type of fish. Is for it to be considered an RPG.
I could add fishing. It would be a very similar thing to the trash cans, basically.
Then it'll be an RPG.
Be a little
Need fishing.
RPG-esque. There's item collecting already. There's puzzles. There's funny
I mean,
NPCs.
it's the definition of an RPG is does it have a fishing minigame? If so, it's an RPG. If not, it's not an RPG. So technically, Baldur's Gate 3 is not an RPG.
It's a while that there's not fishing in that game. You think
Yeah,
that'd be
I
like
think,
the perfect thing that like someone added over a weekend?
Yeah, because like, I guess they do have bodies of water.
And there's fish
Probably a
already.
lot of them are marked as chasms, but like the problem is like if you were to do it for food, there's not like a huge need for food, and they already give you it through a whole bunch of different ways.
In the early
So
game,
you'd have to have some other.
there's literally a perfect fishing spot in the early game. If that was like the only spot
Yeah.
you could fish, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll spend an hour here if we play through. Why not? Your forehead
gotta
is so
have, like, a
greasy.
weapon that
Thank
you
you.
can
My
get.
forehead doesn't actually get greasy. It's my horrible lighting. But thank you for pointing that out. My forehead is actually... My skin has been so not greasy because I'm on some, like, hyper industrial medicine. My skin feels great right now. You see, if I lean in, it looks greasy, but if I'm back, it's just red. I was fucking with my camera. First of all, I call you glazed. Do not call me glazed. I was screwing with my camera. I need a new camera, but I also need to understand cameras better because I was trying to because my webcam looks like ass. I'm not going to deny that, but I was trying to make it look better because not every camera like automatically looks bad. You can make it look better, and I was trying to make it look better, and I'm looking at tutorials, and I just don't understand the word white balancing on paper makes sense to me, but like if you asked me right now, if the white balancing number goes up, does that make it brighter or darker? I don't remember, and I don't understand how that number works. Better than my dad. You came into a stream with like 500 subscribers. What are you complaining about? Also, what happened to the chat on the screen? Just disappeared. Here?
Yeah, it looks like it's gone.
Oh my god! I hit F5 and I went to the wrong screen. There it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Oops! I hit F5 to refresh the page when I was testing the platform, and I didn't notice because it was the exact same thing. I'm just not engaging anymore.
There's chat.
Yeah, no, I got a little sign because we're on a street because it's the Swift Street. Okay, do I want to just keep? Okay, hold on. Okay, hypothetically, we're going back to I have the hard coding thing. So this doesn't work because she will walk off the platform. So we're gonna have to make her move on that one, like back and forth. That just the whole that just sits wrong with me. Like Chris, I'm not the most efficient programmer in the world, and I like to take the easy way out in a lot of things I program. But like, there's no reason I'm working in a game engine. There's no reason I feel like I should have to do this for every single enemy.
Yeah, it's closer to a scripting engine, I think.
Ugh.
It's not really built to program. It's more, hey, we want to quick script something, which is fine if it's simple what you want to do, and it fits into their definition of simple, which is whatever they decided to make it. But once you hit things that don't fit nicely into the scripting engine, it's like, this is game design,
Mhm.
game engine design. But yeah.
I could. You know what a good bad programming, but you know what a good game designer would do? They would develop around their limitations. So this is too what we're looking at right now. It's too Mario-esque. It's too like oh, basic platforming, avoid the enemies. What I should do with this right now is I have this pit right here. This is the jungle right here. There should be a ton of them in there. And these platforms should be harder to get to and actually require precision jumping. That way I can just have these people go back and forth, and it doesn't really matter. If you fall in the pit, you're screwed. And if you successfully jump on the platforms that there won't be enemies there, then you're good. Then you're good. That should be the challenge. And then further future levels, I will figure it out afterwards. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So we need to... Well, first let's just... If we put a bunch of these people here, what happens? Wait, actually, hold on. She doesn't... She won't... Those collisions do work for them, right? I'm just gonna quadruple check that. If that works, then we'll see how many I can put on there without the game lagging too bad. Okay, yeah, that works for them. So yeah, we can just put a bunch of them in the pit, and they'll bounce off each other, and it'll be horrible, horribly wonderful. So let's edit the background for this. There we go. Who is that? I have no idea who that was, Kyle. I ignored them after they called me glazed. Actually, no, I started ignoring them when my chat was dead. Like, and they made a dead dad joke for no fucking reason. Oh, hello. Uncalled for. Okay, so... What's up, darling?
I packed a bunch of clothes.
Okay, thanks for the update, Jenny. Okay, so if we're like right on this edge, maybe I need to see the lines. Show me the lines. This one could be a hard one to jump to, so we'll delete you. We'll delete these two. And ooh, let's put like a red herring jump right here. So they'll have to get to this one. No, actually, no. Never mind. Not a red herring. They'll actually have to make it. I lied. I take it all back. A new vid coming through. I saw that. You're pumping out videos, Kyle. Oh shit. You're doing much better than I specifically remember me saying a month ago, oh, I got a stream for the content, and I made two whole videos off of stream segments, and then I started streaming me coding, and then I forgot to do that because I don't get good snippable bits out of doing this. But you're pumping out the videos, man. Proud of you. I don't know if you were here for... Hold on. I'm gonna be very specific because you weren't here at the end of the last stream, and I knew as I said it, I complimented the wrong video you made that I really liked. So I'm gonna do it right. Hold your stinking horses. I forget to. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Please don't be mad at me. Oh crap. It was okay. I said on stream I liked the X-Men video. You posted another video. Where's that video? Making it up now, actually? Wait, what? It was before the X-Men video. The Harry Potter video. The Harry Potter Shazam video. I thought was very, very good. The X-Men one was funny. Obviously, I meant to compliment both, but in the heat of the moments, last time I wanted one and I said the other. Okay, let's see. That's a little, if this is capable. Are you getting all this free time to make videos, Kyle? Drop a bank or something? I need to work. I'm sure you, if you just spend all your time on videos, then you could actually get videos done. I am very spread thin because if I do one thing too much, I will start to hate it. Which is why I only stream once a day. Okay, I'm lagging just these two people being on screen. Why is that so bad? Oh, can't make that jump. Noted. Okay, I can't make those jumps. Okay, the game comes to a crawl when there is two moving people on screen. So that foreshadows what I'm trying to play. Okay, when I don't move, it's fine. It's when I move and they move. Dude, I don't think this works. I don't think the platforming in this works, actually. I'm starting to think this just doesn't work at all. Fuck. I work from home 2 days. That would do it. When I work from home, when I was working from home, I worked at videos a lot more. Okay, Chris. This doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I spent a lot of time on this, but this just doesn't fucking work. How can two entities I guess three, walking on screen, lag the goddamn game? How is that possible?
What logic are they using for their movement?
One if statement is checking if he's in a position. And remember, it's not like multi-thread or anything. So he moves and then checks. Yeah. And this one is just moving 4 tiles to the left and then move 4 tiles to the right. This is not complicated. That should not be intensive.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think this works. I just don't think this works. Hold on, I'm gonna search. I'm gonna try to find like an itch of someone made it. Like, hold on, GB Studio platformer.
The platformer plus example at least only had one enemy on screen moving at the time. So I don't think it can only have one enemy in total. I don't know if that's indicative of anything.
What did you say?
The platformer plus, at least the part that I had played, it had like a shark. But it had like one shark.
Yeah, one shark. I was moving fine when one of them was on screen. Video. We're playing this on stream. Magical world. Oh, that's cute. Okay, where's the level? Okay, normally when games have these little overworlds. Okay, so there's a moving pig. I'm moving. There's this guy, but he's not moving. Skip cutscene. Why is there a cutscene? What is happening? Stop. This game is trying to be artful and cute, and I can't take it. I'm just trying to look for a thing. Yeah, there's literally just two moving things on the screen right now. What a cute animation the Switch has. Oh my god. Okay, so that's not good proof. We got Winks. Oh, don't love this song. Don't love this song very much. This is so loud. Okay, loud and no one's moving. Okay, so yeah, no proof that like what I'm thinking is possible. So I guess I have to rethink the whole platform thing if I wanted to actually include it. Which is annoys me because I spent a lot of time on just this one shit. Okay, what time is it? It's almost 9. Let's I guess this is not almost done. That's unfortunate. We should switch to Sable because now I'm kind of defeated right now. Shit. Fuck. I'm actually disappointed there. Now I am greasy. Okay. That sucks. That just really sucks. Sable time, Sable time. Also kind of annoyed that the Streamlabs isn't working. I had some timers that were supposed to go off. Not gone off. None of my test commands worked either. You just have those streams where shit doesn't work.
That's game dev. You know, you do some stuff, and then you do some other stuff, and either the second thing breaks the first thing, or the second thing doesn't work at all.
I had a
It's like,
whole.
why?
I worked on this a lot, not off stream, and I had a lot of successful sessions in succession of each other. So color me surprised when I turn the camera on and shit doesn't work.
Yeah. Yep. Code is allergic to live audiences. That's why television programming is so different from the other types of programming.
Oh, that was a funny one. Chris, are you streaming Cassette Beast multiplayer when that comes out?
If you want to hop on stream and do multiplayer, we could probably do that.
Wait, did that come out yet? I actually totally forgot about that announcement.
Not out yet. I was actually surprised because there was a bit. I forget the exact release date, but I was expecting them to be like, "Oh, hey, it's out in like 3 or 7 days," because that's what they did for the last update. But no, it was a good month or something. I can't remember the exact
20th of
release
May.
date. 20th of May.
What's... Yeah, they had like a announcement trailer a week ago. Yeah, I forgot. I saw the teaser for this. I forgot to watch the actual thing.
Yeah, watch the actual thing. It was what it said on the tin.
Oh. Okay.
And they had the musical performance. I don't remember if I got around to watching that.
Oh, the acoustic.
Presumably it's really good.
The acoustic version?
Yeah.
I listened to that a
Yeah.
bunch of times, so it was really nice.
Nice.
Until you're 6 feet under. God, I love this game. Okay. Back to the magic. We're playing Sable. I can play the game now. The tutorial is over, I believe. I got a cool little pod racer.
Nice.
And we're off to the raid. Oh, wait. Oh, camera. Oh, okay. I was doing like a Breath of Wild thing. I thought the camera actually winsed out. Yeah, so actually, I just watching that kind of wig out just now. That actually kind of makes me realize how impressive the opening of Breath of the Wild is. So like you're running, Link's running towards the horizon, and then there's some point where it transitions into a cutscene. So the camera shifts, but Link is still running in that direction. So the Link stops being at the middle of the screen, and it does that transition perfectly without like it being jarring at all. I can't imagine how hard that must have been. So
Yeah,
this is a
because they gotta
wonderful
have
song.
some point where they start transitioning the camera to be based off of a
Yeah, a new fixed
cutscene
point.
point. Yeah, and they gotta be careful at how they do that transition. How quickly they start moving the camera.
So this it's shutting up about Breath of the Wild for a second. This is a beautiful song. Open up and the world opens up. Ooh, nice, wavy, something in the sky. I love this. I don't know where to go though. I mean, it's not really important, but they're just like, let's just ride and enjoy the song. Oh, you want me to share my screen, Chris, so you're like up to date on what I'm saying? Woo! Oh, hell yeah! Oh, I'm doing that again. Oh, that was cool. I didn't get enough speed that time, but ooh, that feels nice. This feels bouncy. Like I like it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like more like a vehicle than just like a static thing moving over the ground.
Yeah, it's hard to make happen.
I like that one, like it dips down below the sand, which is like, oh, you know, it's gonna clip you to the ground, but then it's like, oh, it kicks up the sand.
Yeah. It's cool. That was just darling. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like the first thing they thought of when they thought about making this game. Sometimes games start with just a moment. It's just like an outline of the moon. That's kind of cool. Okay, what do I have an objective? Genuine question. I received. I should click more masks. I should speak to burnt. Okay, so where's the that way? Okay, no wait, that's where I am. No, that's where I am. We're going. Okay, hang on a right. Wait, did I forget to put on my mask yet? I was like, I got it, and then I couldn't. I don't. Oh, here. Oh, it was another. Okay, okay. That was not clear to me. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're dripped up. Now we can go. Now we look like the thumbnail. Kyle, I don't know if you're still here, but I actually have a long and patterned history of getting some very interesting randoms in chat. My first and most memorable one, and I think the oldest live video on the YouTube channel, is Jenny and I were streaming, and just a flat earther jumped in, and we talked about flat Earth for a while, and it was just, you know, it's pretty funny because Jenny's a geologist, and it just, I watch it back now, and I feel like I was way too easy on him. And also just not in the mood to argue about flat Earth, but if I had the opportunity today, I would just, I would, now that I'm more experienced, I would know how to handle it more funny. I think when that happened, I might have been streaming. Yeah, that was like a night where like Mark had like a thing, but we like had a stream plan anyways, so like Jenny hopped on, so that might have been just like a few weeks into it.
Just tell them to go to that one Flat Earth conference that's really popular. People go there from all around the globe.
I love that one. Okay, I love not having a HUD. I really like minimalistic shit going on, but I also don't know if I'm still going north or not. I am. Okay, cool. I think my favorite HUD so far in any video game now was Elden Ring. It was so minimalistic, and then on top of that, if you weren't like in immediate combat, it would just go away. Absolutely love that. If you show me an Ubisoft game, I will puke. Like, that's how much I like just minimalistic UI. HUD. I keep seeing UI. I guess it's just the HUD. It's an interface, and I can't interact with it.
Yeah, for me with UI, usually the thing I tend to care more about is like the mini map, and just like if a game's got really good graphics, I dislike it when the mini map is something you kind of have to over rely on. So
I know what you mean.
Spending time looking at the mini map, and it's like, why did you bother making these good graphics? Why did you make artists make these beautiful things they are then heavily encouraging the player not to look at?
Chris, did I just make this up, or is this a thing? Where, is there a game, like an open world game, it's like in a city, and if you have like an objective marker on like your map, it'll like put a little marker above like street signs to like literally like kind of Google Maps you where you're supposed to go?
I'm not familiar with that, but I'm not big on open world games. It could exist, I'm just not aware of it.
I feel like I just made that up, because I can't picture that in my mind other than like this like I'm just putting it over like generic cyberpunk graphics in my brain. Because like, talk about immersive, like, oh, I don't need to look at a map. I know I can follow the street signs.
Mhm.
Oh, I overshot that. Okay, turn it around. Yeah. Oh, maybe I still can't think of the game, but maybe it wasn't on street signs. Maybe it was like arrows on the road that kind of like highlight like an arrow to turn,
Yeah, that could be.
like Mario Kart, but better. Lose your bike. When you're not riding it, your bike will appear as a blue. Oh, okay. Thank you for the tip. I didn't get off my bike though. Oh, okay, I did. Now. I was just complimenting the HUD, and that was the most unimportant pop-up I could have gotten.
It popped up before you need to know.
Yeah, I thought it was like, oh, you get off your bike, and it's just reminding you, hey, you got a nice, cool bike. Don't lose it. Oh, there's parking. My bad. I'm not used to having parking. Okay, hold on. Let me park this baby. Okay, I can't go backwards. Okay. In front of the parking space is close enough. Hello, person. I like the inner monologue part of the dialogue. Ari. I don't want to talk. Oh, can you customize my bike here? Do I need money to do that? Or will you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, stranger? Did I just make them red? Oh, it's peeing here. I thought that was gonna. Oh yeah, okay. Hell yeah, I want. Oh, because my dye I have. Oh, okay. We are red. It is red now. I have achieved red. I don't know how I feel. I'm having this probably very personal problem with this right now. When I'm talking to people, I definitely want to, like, inside of me wants to know what they're saying, but my fingers are like, I don't care. I want to press through this dialogue, and I don't know why.
With Fallout 3 jet lag.
It might be a little bit of Fallout 3, a little bit. I'm on like my 8th playthrough of Baldur's Gate, and I think I've seen all of the dialogue. I had this one moment my last playthrough or my last session where I had Halson talk to Jaheira, and they were like chatting up, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I've had them interact at this point in the game. That was unlawful. Oh my god, has this guy got a bug? He's got a big bug! Bobby! Show me your wares, Bobby! Evil bike booster. Smoke pours out of the many exhausts at the back of the booster. Best avoid indoor things. Engine... Okay, I do not have a ton of money, so I'm actually gonna... We're gonna chill, Bobby, but we'll be back. I'm afraid to blow my load too early. Worm. I'm sorry, eggworm. Chum. Okay, this is definitely not like this is a very personal thing. I think maybe my problem is, so I was complimenting the texture on the landscape as like a really good and like cheap way to like make nice looking environments, but I feel like it actually doesn't work on the characters. I mean, it like works like both physically and stylistically, but like for some reason I'm like having a hard time getting attached to all these faceless characters. Like their masks are cool, but not all of them are. And it's like such a, it's not like, the attention's not drawn to, like, their mask is basically just their head. And it's not, I'm having a hard time characterizing them.
Yeah, I think it's part that they're smaller than a lot of landscape. Well, I mean, it's landscape, characters, but also like some of it's there's just a lot of lines there, so it's a little bit hard to really make out overall what they're like.
The zoom in is good. Like, that gets me closer in. I don't know
Yeah,
if I
zoom
wanted to
helps.
zoom in more, or maybe I don't want to look at them closer. I'm very unsure.
Because I feel like the how many lines there are distracts a little bit from like what the overall gist of
Yeah.
each individual character is supposed to be.
And I feel bad about saying that because, like, I like how this game looks. I'm being very
Yeah.
nitpicky.
Yeah.
I'm only ever this nitpicky in games when they're not objectively horrible. And
Yeah.
I want whenever like I sometimes I feel like that's not clear when I talk about games. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, I like what just happened.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Also, hello, chatter. This was just a good idea. I don't like these polls though. Oh, I had this problem in fucking. I'm playing. So I'm like, I tried playing Bloodborne again, and I was doing this one boss fight, and Merkolash, whatever. I don't know if you played Bloodborne.
No.
Hate this motherfucker. Not only does he make you chase him, but once you get him in his final phase, he like traps you in this room that's really small. And like that's not too bad, but the problem is he does like this AoE attack where you have to back up basically first before you dodge. And then when you back up, the fucking poles and the sides of the fucking like the walls of the room block the whole camera, and I can't see it. And then I died in the fucking AoE attack. And it took me like a day and a half to beat him. I'm not embarrassed to say. And I have some bad things to say about Bloodborne, but if I said them, I think I would get crucified.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Bloodborne.
I'm actually afraid to share those opinions. I'll shit talk Pokemon and like Fallout like until my dying breath, but Jenny asked me, "Are you gonna make a video about this?" And I was like, "No, I'll die." Also, this guy's a cool knight or something. He's huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I wanted. Maybe that would be good bad publicity. World is big and I feel very small. True. See, I'm not reading this. I mean, my brain is just not. What's wrong with me?
It's RPG-itis. You're a little bit burnt out. I've heard if you read the dialogue aloud, that can help, but depends whether that's what thing you want to do or not.
Okay. We're gonna skip this guy because I already don't know what he's talking about. I played like. Oh, that was the guy I was supposed to talk to, wasn't it? Oh no. I played like on April Fools. I played like 20 minutes of Thousand Year Door. And I only read it because Jenny was sitting next to me, and she'd only like see me play little bits of it, and I wanted to do the voices because I love doing a Mario voice. Not that he talks, but like I like Jenny was reading like the Toads and the Goombas, and I like Mario interjected like, did you see that guy fucking get robbed in the back there just now? Hey, what the, that wasn't doing good. Oh, I want to be hugged. Can I be hugged? Dang. Okay. Okay. I think I got RPG-itis, and I also think I'm a little too wound up. I'm not in like. This might be not a great stream game. So the only reason I knew about this game and went and got it when it was on sale is because I watched someone on the Raw Fury channel stream it, and it looked chill as hell. And they were having one of those chill streams, which is I am not physically capable of having due to my nature. But now I'm starting to see that yeah, this is just a chill game, and if I'm not chill, I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I can be chill. I just can't be chill on camera. If I'm chill on camera, it's just not a stream worth watching. In my opinion.
Yeah, the more games I've been playing lately, the more I've been realizing, at least for me, it's my experience with the game is heavily influenced by like just what energy I'm going into it with, both with like, is this energy appropriate for this game in terms of what I'm trying to do, but also just like, am I having a good time in general? If not,
Oh yeah, if I'm not having fun during a game, I'm not playing it. But like, that's given me the chance to play games I just exclusively am having a good time vibing with and playing.
yeah.
And I don't know if I played a bad game this year. I mean, or not this year, in the past year, other than like Fallout 3 by force. But that made Fallout 3 so much worse because I was having fun all this time, you know, playing Baldur's Gate and Elden Ring and yada yada yada. And then I go to Fallout 3 and it makes me want to die. Dude, can you believe people played Starfield this year?
People did.
That's so nuts, dude. That's wild to think about.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a. I'm sure some people had fun with it, but it kind of had to be going in, knowing what you're getting into in order to really have the appropriate amount of fun.
But people didn't. Remember, people thought it was gonna be like, you know, kind of like a Fallout style thing, and then like Bethesda's like, no, actually, you guys are all playing the game wrong. It's actually supposed to be like chill, and you're supposed to like enjoy the nothingness of space. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
that was really funny. Dude, Bethesda basically came out and said everyone's playing their game wrong. That's fucking wild. I'm in a dungeon now. I didn't think this was gonna be a whole dungeon. All the other places were like one room things. I can dungeon right now. I'm totally in the mood for that. That's real. That's so funny, dude. Starfield. I never did my own research to super confirm this, but were they? Do you know? Are they still? Were they still doing that model of game design where they didn't have like a design doc, and everything was like really disjointed with like different teams?
that I don't know. I'd be kind of surprised. Like, designing without a design doc at that scale of team seems beyond. Like, that just seems to the point.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Not that they didn't have a design doc, but like it was more like a Bible than like an evolving thing.
So like they did it all early on and didn't adapt it, or that it was a gigantic document that was not broken up.
Like, yeah, it was like a big thing. What I heard was they do stuff like it's a big thing that's like gospel, and then you have to program it and make it work, and then you have to make stuff around it work. You can't like adapt it to change. I mean, now I'm just saying things, but well, one thing that really kind of stood out to me with like that being hypothetically real is that apparently there was like a few levels in Starfield where there was like zero gravity gunplay. And you'd think like in the space game with guns, there'd be a lot of zero gravity gunplay, but it only showed up like a few times, which is like a little suspect. You think like if the level designers knew there was going to be zero gravity gunplay, they would have made more zero gravity gunplay levels, you know? Does that make sense?
It depends on like how early did they know that was going to be in there, and how sure were they that it was going to be in time to actually see how it plays. But yeah, there's definitely gimmicks like that where don't necessarily mean gimmick in a bad way, but like, hey, here's this feature, and then it's used in like one or two places, and it's like, I could have done much more with this. This could have been like its own game that focuses on this mechanic.
Okay, but there's like features like, oh, I forgot to add the fishing minigame in every body of water, and then there's like, oh, we didn't think to put a bunch of zero gravity shooting galleries in the space game. Like that feels weird. That's something you wouldn't do or think about ahead of time. You know,
what they want to go with, because if their point is like, oh, hey, we want it to be mostly like kind of want it to be more on the chill side, I could kind of understand them not doing much of that. But then again, like, why is there gunplay?
Yeah, like that's the thing that's also contradictory to like not just like their game style, but like the game in like oh, you want like a chill space game? Why is there so much gun? Why are there so many guns? Why did you make a Bethesda game?
Yeah,
like
that's one of the things just with video games in general, of like violence existing in video games sometimes because that is the expected thing for video games to have.
But it's not even that, like, oh, you expect video games to have, like, it's Bethesda. Like, they literally made a trailer where you're just, like, shooting fucking dudes who don't shoot back at you. I'll talk to the AI in a second after my Bethesda point. They could have drastically, like, maybe there was, like, a few moments where, like, you needed to shoot some people, but, like, it's all about the framing and the marketing, and, like, they didn't do that, so, like, that kind of makes me feel like the excuse they made where it's like, oh, it's a chill space game, is just like cope that they didn't put a lot of shit in the game to do.
I think it's I can't speak to what it is, but I could foresee circumstances where you have one half of the team being like, the game is supposed to be like this, and another half is like, oh, it's supposed to be like this, or the marketing team thinks it's best to market it some way because they think that will make that trailer most effective in getting sales, but that is inconsistent with what the actual like game itself was intended to be like. So in a way you could look at it as like a marketing team deviating from what the kind of documented
Okay, but
goals
like,
of the game are.
you know, there was the marketing of the trailer, and then there was the fact that there is like a lot of gunplay in this game. I think you were actually right on that first idea. I think like just because of what I've heard from how Todd Howard runs his fucking game studio, that the teams were actually so disjointed that like, you know, they thought like some people thought like maybe like the level designers and like the writers were like, okay, you know, this is gonna be like you know, like space espionage, Star Wars s type shit, and then like the the level designers were like, or the quest designers were like, nah, enjoy the ambience of walking to this destination 5 times in a row.
Yeah, it's hard when you can't get agreement on what the like design pillars of the game are going to be early on.
Fuck agreements. There's game designers and there's like the game lead. They gotta tell people what the game's about. Todd
What if
Howard
they
can't just come and
disagree on what it's
seagull.
about?
Todd Howard can't just come and shit on a bunch of ideas and leave. He's gotta lead the fucking team. Okay, let's talk to the AI. I don't want to talk about Todd anymore. Hello, big lady. Or I guess gender neutral person. I just think of AIs as women because I'm a sexist pig apparently. Oh, this isn't an AI. This is just a ChatGPT logging me in. What the fuck? It's just a talking SQL database. Oh man. I should be reading this to be more involved. I am harshly reading, but I'll read out loud the next thing if I remember. Long range sensors. This is like picking up after the other interaction I heard on the one other radio. I don't remember much details from the other recording. God, I feel like a dick. If I made this game and I was watching me play it, I would be mad at me because I've literally had this experience of people playing my games. I just feel like they're like not giving it the attention or seeming respect it deserves, and I just like I feel like now I'm doing it to myself now. Okay, so hold on, let me go back to this. Okay, so I read the messages, archive messages. Okay, so yeah, so like world building, Earth stuff. I'm on like a ship, reactor. Okay, so there wasn't like an item because this isn't that kind of game. Yeah, can I hit goodbye, please? I think there's an upper level in this room. Yeah, I didn't get up there yet. How do I get up there? Can I? Ooh, I bet I can jump. I bet with my immense gaming prowess, I can do it. Oh yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I think this type of platform is like one of my favorite things in video games. Because I always feel so good when I get on like the tippy top of it. I don't know if it's actually particularly hard because I've done it so many hundreds of times, but I love that feeling. Cash for 100 cuts? Oh hell yeah, big money. Oh, Bobo's gonna love me now. I'm gonna buy all. Oh my god, look at all that scrap metal. Okay, now we're rolling in it. Mission accomplished. Let's get out of. I was gonna say Dodge, but we might actually be in wherever Dodge is on Earth now. I love post-civilization, post-apocalyptic Earths. I love the sense of rebuilding and life amongst death. That's my shit. Oh, rings. I can't wait for more Fiona and Cake to come out, Chris. I love Fiona and Cake.
Is it multiple seasons, or are they spacing out the episodes?
They announced season 2 a while back.
Nice.
Which I'm a little... I mean, I said I was a little skeptical when the first season came out, and I absolutely loved it. But I'm skeptical about season 2 because, like, season 1 wrapped up really well. I feel like, yeah, they could just, like... It wrapped up so... I take it back. It wrapped up so well where they could just introduce a new conflict and it, like, wouldn't feel that disjointed. But... It did feel kind of nice, the ending. Well, actually, I did... Wait, hold on. I'm remembering now. I actually didn't like a lot of parts of the ending. Did you watch it? Can I talk about this?
No, I've not watched it. You can feel free to talk about spoilers.
I'll be generally vague. In the end, Fiona and Cake kind of come to the conclusion that they should be able to make their own decisions or everyone should be able to make their own decisions of who they want to be. And how they want to live. And they choose that I did the puzzle. And they choose that they want to be magical in their non-magical worlds. And lots of other characters from the adventure kind of come and, like, enhance the parts a little bit. But none of the characters that were, like, normalized... None of the Fiona and Cake characters that got normalized by the lack of magic appeared to make that decision. It kind of seemed like they didn't have a choice. And, like, none of them in, like, the final ending sequence was like, oh, now Lemon Hope's a lemon again. Like, none of them were, like, shown their pasts. And even Fiona and Cake didn't get, like, their memories back from when they were magical. They just got shown, like, a clip show. And it kind of felt like a uneducated decision. Because, like, they didn't know... You know, they went on their own adventure, but, like, they didn't know anything about their previous selves. They didn't have the existential crisis of, like, hey, what's the real me? Not that they needed to have that, but, like, I feel like they just could have learned. I got a quest item. Arctic ring artifacts. Cool. I don't know. I did like everything up to the ending. Also, there were the 2 characters that seemingly abandoned their families, which was kind of weird out of nowhere. Yeah, the very ending was weird, but, like, it did definitely wrap up.
Yeah, is there any, like, open plot threads that they have left to touch on the second season? Or are they introducing something new?
I mean, the series as a whole answered, like, my biggest fucking question, which was, like, where the fuck did Fiona and Cake come from? And I loved the answer to that question. And I guess it also, I mean, like, it focused on, like, the best character in the series, which was Simon / Ice King. And I would argue that the 2 other best characters, Marceline and Bimo, they kind of got their they kind of got, like, what I wanted from them from the Obsidian specials. So as far as plot threads, I don't think Fiona and Cake leaves any plot threads, but I'm sure there's some Adventure Time ones that would be nice to explore. Oh wait, actually no, there was one thing in Fiona and Cake. They kept referring to, like, the Elder God boss that, like, Prismo and his friends served, and there was no reason to not assume he was going to show up at the end, but he didn't, and that was. I mean, like, the way they framed it, it was like he didn't need to, but, like, that kind of felt like they were foreshadowing. I had a theory about that. I might have to look through some old tweets, but, like, I had a whole theory of how the last episode was gonna go, and it just didn't do that, which was fine. But I felt like my version might have been more. Okay, we were kind of bamboozled because Tom Kenny, Ice King's voice actor, said that the final episode made him cry the most, and I was already crying at every episode. And then I watched the last episode, and that was the one I didn't really cry that much in, and I was very confused. I thought we were gonna see a flashback of him actually putting on the crown and like doing whatever scared away Betty the first time, and I thought like that was gonna be too much for me to handle, and then that just didn't happen.
Yeah, that can definitely happen with shows where just your expectation going in is a lot of influence on how it ends up.
Well, it wasn't
Feeling
my
what-
expectations going in. My expectations were going in. I thought it was gonna suck, but it was the expectation set up by every episode until the last one.
Right. I mean, even in episode to episode basis, what you go in expecting.
It did. The last episode did explore how like the events leading up to Simon putting on the crown were kind of not self-inflicted, but another path could have been easily taken. And that was kind of interesting for him to like explore that dynamic of how much power he really had over the situation that he didn't realize. You know what? It reminded me of the lost season of Infinity Train. Did you watch Infinity Train, Chris? Now I'm just jumping all over the place.
Yeah, I watched the Train. I'm not familiar with Lost Season though.
Not the lost season, but what they had planned for the fourth one. Is that, am I counting right? There was 3 seasons.
No, they had quite a few. Was it 4? Or
Hold on.
5 or
It's
5?
it's Flower Girl, Metal Girl. No, the fifth season. The 5th season.
Yeah.
The 5th season was planned to revolve around what's her face, the old lady, the woman, the British lady, whatever her name was. And the interview with the creators, it was supposed to kind of go in like the kind of consent breaking aspect of the train, which I thought would be super cool dynamic to kind of explore, because
Yeah,
like it's
that could
like
be
it's this magical thing that like happens, but it really happens without the people's consent, even though if it does make their lives better. And the reason it kind of I drew the connection to Fiona and Cake is because like the premise of the show you kind of just take as a given. You just kind of suspend your disbelief. Okay, this is what happened. So Simon becoming the Ice King is just like, oh, that's just a thing that happened because he was an archaeologist and he found an artifact. But when you really think about it, neither of those things just have to be the case. And also, I really fucking wish they got the finished Infinity Train. Oh my god. It's so messed
I'm
up.
so surprised that they got like as many seasons into Infinity Train as they did. I
Why?
would have expected it to be like a 1 or 2 season deal at most.
Dude, I mean, the episodes were super, like, plot heavy, but they still had this episodic feel. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, I know why they didn't do the last season, or the 5th season, because it was going to star in adults, and, you know, God forbid, there's a little bit of nuance in character relationships and whatever, and not for kids, but, like, I think they knew ahead of time it wasn't going to work that last season. I don't know. It's just weird Cartoon Network shit. I'm not
Yeah,
losing
that's-
my bike. I'm not getting off my bike. Why? Okay, why is this pop-up keep coming up? That doesn't even get rid of it.
Yeah, that is odd that it... Yeah, it keeps having that notification pop up. You think it would be like anyways only pop up once and then not pop up again?
Is there a setting? Did I ask for this? Well, shadow quality. Damn. Okay, it's just gonna do that maybe. Oh. I love Infinity Train.
Yeah, it's really good.
I showed it to Jenny, but I had her watch it when it was like off all streaming platforms at the time. But I had downloaded a bunch of them ahead of time, so I had like a USB plugged into my TV, and we were like going through the file explorer, like clicking on all the episodes.
Yeah. Definitely like distribution. It's like, what was it? What platform was that on? Was that originally on Disney Plus?
No,
Or
that was
on
it was on it was on like nothing, and then they put it on HBO when they had Cartoon Network stuff, and then and now it's just gone right now. I think it was part of that one HBO perks that everyone was mad at.
Yeah.
So if you need it, hit me up, I guess.
Yeah, yesterday I just started watching because it just started airing the new Spice and Wolf adaptation.
Oh yeah, you like that show, right? Wait, new
Yeah,
adaptation?
Yeah, yeah, they got a new adaptation.
Like, not an anime? Or
Starting from the beginning. Anime. Well, anime, yeah. A new anime.
wait, so there was an anime that did it like complete the first one? Complete the story?
No, it got 2 seasons in. And the book series goes, I think, a good bit longer.
So they made 2 seasons and then they said run it back.
Yeah, but like keep in mind it's been like a decade, 2 decades since the original adaptation.
Okay, that's not really a good excuse though.
Oh, like the art style is entirely different. They're making a few different changes in adaptation so far.
Why though?
So
Why wouldn't they just continue the anime? The first one, I guess.
honestly, it's been so long. I don't blame them for wanting to do something a bit different.
Is it the same studio?
No, I think it's a different studio. I want to say.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
sure.
I'm kind of on board with that now. I mean, don't want to hop on there.
Yeah, 'cause it's one of those series that I would love for them to continue the original one, but I don't blame them for not deciding to do that.
Speaking of
want to go as like 5 years or even 7 years, but once it gets over 10, it's a hard sell.
here, Banjo. Oh. Okay, I think I gotta climb. Speaking of like picking up from where we left off, I'm slowly working on that Baldur's Gate script, and it really clicked with me. Like, you know, there was like 20 plus years between Baldur's Gate 2 and Baldur's Gate 3,
Yeah,
and it was made by a
real long
completely
time.
different studio. I'm actually
Yep.
surprised,
D&D
like,
licensing.
not that like obviously it's still in like Faerun and they got the, you know, the right everything's like everything like fits into place where it's supposed to go, but just the fact that it like does actually kind of do like the Baldur's Gate storyline still with like the ball
Yeah,
spawn
'cause
still is like
they-
kind of wild that they chose to keep doing that.
Because it's just the way that they handle a lot of references to the original games. It's clear that, like, they did not half-ass it.
No, they didn't.
Because, like, to compare it to another series, it's not really much at all similar. But the Dragon Quest Monster series, it was the same studio who did, pretty sure it was like all the 3 games in the series. And so, like, each entry references the previous entries. But all the characters that get established, like, I don't know that they've ever showed up in any other Dragon Quest games, even the Dragon Quest Monster games. So I'm assuming it's just like a different studio doing it. Because, like, clearly the original studio cared a lot about the characters, because in the enhanced version of the 3rd game, which like the original version of the 3rd game never got localized in the US, apparently had, like, all of the characters from the first, a lot of the characters from the first, and I think some characters from the second appear in it. So like, clearly they liked the characters that they established, but they've like never been referenced again, which is unfortunate.
It's just interesting that like they stuck with it. I think that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I heard some complaint, or I read and watched some complaints that the way they handled Saravok in Baldur's Gate 3 kind of isn't really emblematic of how he was at the end of Baldur's Gate 2. But after kind of comparing the notes, I kind of don't agree. So for context for everyone, in the last expansion for Baldur's Gate 2, there's like a big ball spawn war, and you get sent to like Baal's realm, and like your like soul is separated from your body, and you're like a lot more evil. And Saravok's there, and you can have him join your party for like nothing, and he kind of gets like slightly redeemed, and he like has more aspirations for the future. And that kind of goes against how he is in Baldur's Gate 3, where he's just like very like autopilot wise running the like the murder council. And I see where people were coming with, where it's like, oh, he reverted for no reason. But I actually think it kind of plays into the themes of the ball spawn in both the games, where because a lot of it is, or I would say a majority of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, the theme is like nature versus nurture. Like you and one of your companions, spoilers, are ball spawn, and you were raised by a good wizard, and sometimes you have your urges, but like you do good things. Whereas Sarevok, he was just raised by a dickhead and wanted to do evil shit, and that's all he ever wanted to do. So, that's he fucking he's kind of just gave into his nature moreover, because he had no reason not to. And we know it basically in Baldur's Gate 3 when you play as a ball spawn. I'm going into way more detail than I feel like I need to, but you can at any point give in to your urges or fight their urges, and it is a constant back and forth. And Sarevok, there's no none of the companions that Sarevok fought with in Baldur's Gate 2 are like around in Baldur's Gate 3. You assume that like they didn't go and hang out afterwards. He had no good influences around him anymore. So yeah, he fell into his old habits. Like I totally believe that. After 100 years, for sure, 1000%. What am I supposed to do here? I got some stink sacks. I do these things.
Yeah, I've been continuing through my replay through of Baldur's Gate 3. This time as the Dark Urge.
Oh, you haven't done a Dark Urge yet?
No.
Wait, you must have, because by the time I did it, you were like...
I had seen some scenes of it,
Okay.
but I had not replayed it. So I did the way of circumventing the first like Dark Urge event that occurs in Act 1.
Random Dark Urge event.
Yeah. And I did not hide the body. I decided like no, I'm gonna have my character own up to it, and like none of the other characters reacted at all. They're just like they don't even notice. They're just dead body here in a ritual circle of blood.
Don't they automatically blame you? Or like suspect you?
Not when I played it.
Huh. Every time I've done that, they're like, hey, what do you know about this? And I have to deflect.
I did like, since I knew it was coming, I did like go to each of the characters and be like, hey, I have dark urges. And they're like, that's not a terrible thing, honestly. Why are you complaining about it? So I don't know if that impacts it.
Maybe.
I suspect it's just a bug, and it didn't trigger the cutscene that was supposed to happen.
Oh, you didn't have the cutscene at all?
Yeah,
Oh,
I just woke
yeah.
up.
No,
Oop, body's there. Oh, no one's having any response. I go to talk to people to see if they have a response. No response.
Actually, I think I got that one of my times too. I had a couple Dark Urge playthroughs.
Yeah, I am playing modded, so it's possible that some mod that I'm using broke it. Like I do have like I do have the mod for extra party members, which I think I might have been using at the time. I can't remember if it was or not.
I was not, so that might just be a normal bug.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done here. I don't know what the puzzle is. Where's my bag? Oh, what's over here? Hello. Money room, let's go. I think it's really nice how it's kind of balanced in the sense of, like, I think the Dark Urge is like the true way to play Baldur's Gate 3. But I think the tab playthrough is kind of like that's Larian Studios' version of the game. Like that's the not necessarily a sequel to Baldur's Gate 2 version where you just have a fun adventure.
Yeah, I'm not like far enough in to really have significant opinions yet of the Dark Urge, but it definitely there is more content to it.
It's not a like ginormous divergent type of playthrough, but it's definitely enough where it's like this is what's meant to happen.
Yeah, I kind of wish it had more influence on like side quests. Because there's like the few places where, at least early on, I'm sure there's more later on, where, okay, they specifically added like, oh, hey, Dark Urge thing happens. And there are some cases where it's like, oh, yeah, you can like get a slightly different dialogue option but it usually doesn't have all that much of an impact. To be fair, again, this is me circumventing a few things, but at the same time, kind of feel like it would be nice to at least like once or twice have side quests where being the Dark Urge has more of an impact.
Well, sometimes the dialogue option completely derails the thing. Like, you can cut Gale's hands off. You can kick the Gith Yankee egg in front of the Society of Brilliance lady, Esther. Like, that does like usually affect stuff. I know what you mean, but
Yeah, because I think part of it's too I'm playing the resist the Dark Urge side of it, so I'm not giving into the urges. And it would have been kind of nice if there's more, because like it's the whole of like you're trying to resist it, but if the resisting is just choosing a different dialogue option.
yeah, it's not really mechanically satisfying.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I do kind of wish maybe there was more. I mean, like, resisting the Dark Urge, I feel like I want it to be hard mechanically, but I also think it fits in with the theme I talked about, where it's like, you know, it's a case-by-case basis. You're not... Ball spawn aren't inherent... They might be inherently evil, but, like, it's really kind of just based on their surroundings and, like, what they give into. And it's not like, you know, Sarabok isn't just evil. The ball spawn aren't just murderous monsters. They have different ideas and shit. Okay, where's my fucking bike? There it is.
Yeah, because I think with the Dark Urge, I don't know how much plays into that as well.
I just wouldn't want to like punish. Like I feel like mechanically it'd be rewarding to punish players for resisting, but like also I feel like that doesn't fit thematically. This is a hidden door, right?
Yeah,
this
I
is a
think
hidden
that's
door,
what you
right?
mean,
What the
yeah.
fuck is this? How is this not a hidden door? Infuriating.
Because is it established like why the Dark Urge is the way they are before they lose their memory? Haven't done that quest.
I think it was because they were born in the temple. Because Orin's mom, mom, not that spoiler for you, but Orin's mom is around. And they're, you know, around. So it's not like in, like, Baldur's Gate 1 where, like, you get, like, rescued and you go live in Candlekeep. It's, you're in the thick of it already. There's no, it's not a lot of options.
Yeah, so then I can kind of see that like it plays in well not having a strong mechanical effect of trying to resist it in that like you're literally you are the same person, you're not a different person, but because you're figuring yourself out under different circumstances, you can end up being a very different person. It's kind of like nature versus nurture, but with the same exact person. Rewriting the nurture that they go through.
And also, lovely theme. Interesting D&D way of talking about it when you're talking about being a murder god or just not being... wanting to do the murder. But, like, I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
And it also, I mean, not that it really needs the, like, a light shined upon it, but, like, it also kind of shows, like, just how fucked up Favorite always is. I mean, in Baldur's Gate 2, like, they're all of the ball spawn. Not as, like, literally you and your partner or your friend were the only ones who didn't want to go to total war to be the last ball spawn. All of them were just like, yeah, let's do this shit. Maybe if there was just more, you know, cool places to live and, you know, better communities, people wouldn't be wanting to give into their dark urges all the time. Because, like, if I found out tomorrow that I had, like, intrinsically in my blood that I could become the Lord of Murder, I don't think I would want to act on that. I like where my life's at. I don't think being the Lord of Murder would benefit me in any way. But all these people were like, yeah, let's fucking do this shit. Not climb this, can I think it says something about society, Chris.
Gee, I wonder what it says about society.
What's in here? Ooh. Little Rapunzel tower. or as they say, a normal tower. I don't know why I thought Rapunzel just now. I guess it kind of reminds me of like that grove, the tower in Rapunzel, the animated Rapunzel is in a little bit. Oh, this is not a grove at all; it's a cave. But like something about the, you know, I'm just drawing bad conclusions. I'm just gonna shut up. It was a long bet. I'm tired. Dude, I got all of these chum eggs. I'm gonna make such a good ass omelet.
Nice.
Does it say what I'm supposed to use these for? I mean, I'm sure there's some NPC. It's like, yeah, I'll buy the chum eggs off you, but offered by the chum, perfectly smooth, hard as raw eggs, eggs steamed the foot. I have to deliver these. Okay, so I gotta deliver eggs to Bart somehow. The ultimate quest: get some eggs. I'm not supposed to go up this entire tower. It looked like I was supposed to climb all of it. Oh, there might not be anything up there? I don't know. If I go out here...
Yeah, for the new Boulders 3 playthrough I've been doing, I've not been using Astarion, and so it's just hilarious getting to the guy who's hunting him, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm hunting this vampire, Astarion. And then you go to Astarion, he's like, you believed him? Why would you ever think I was a vampire? And then, like, several days later, Astarion's like, hey, I should probably tell you something. It's not very important, but I should probably tell you it anyways. I'm, what would you call them? A vampire. And then one of the dialogue options is like, well, yeah, of course.
And he's like, oh, well, I'm glad you're so perceptive.
Yeah.
Oh my god, loot. Sandy dye, let's go. I think... I don't know if this is just for convenience sake, but I feel like the people of Faerun are not as vampire wary as they should be. Now, there's lots of... I think it's like the best way you can justify it is like there's lots of colorful characters that could exist. You know, sometimes people just have red eyes. You know, it's fine, whatever. You know, we're not going to discriminate. But like Astarion, like literally is as pale like he's been kept in a fucking... He's never seen the sun. He literally has 2 scars in his visible, not hiding it on his neck. And he talks like he's trying to convince you to take it back to his lair. Like, he is undeniably a vampire, and I don't know why no one brings it up sooner. Like, I feel like anyone should be like, that dude's a vampire. Keep him away from me. Like, at any point in time.
Are vampires, like, at all common outside of specifically Baldur's Gate, the city, in that general area?
Even if, like, they only heard about vampires in, like another, like a completely other region in Faerun, I would still be, if fucking Transylvanian vampires were only real here, I would still be nervous if I saw someone, like, look like a vampire. I'd be like, dude, you're probably a vampire. Like, am I wrong? Assume that?
Well, I guess most of the people he goes after are presumably drunk at the time.
No. I'm not talking about, like, his victims. I'm just talking about, like, day to day. Like, he was a magistrate.
Was he still a magistrate after he got turned?
Yeah, he said he was a magistrate back in the city.
Yeah, but that was before he got turned. I don't know if it was... I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember,
When he initially mentions being a magistrate,
right,
he's talking about how he got turned into a vampire.
You're right. Fair enough.
Yeah, because I kind of assumed that after that he was no longer a magistrate.
I think only 2 characters point out Astarion's obviously a vampire. I think it's like Ethel and the Abdullah, the blood lady. Wait, does Ethel even do it? I don't even know if she does. I'm not sure. I mean, she could just smell if he was a vampire. Maybe there's more interactions like that when you play him as an origin.
Eventually, but also, like, given that he now could go out in the sunlight, that's probably also kind of an indication that, like, hey, it's a little bit harder for people to tell he was a vampire, because, like, if one of the defining features of the vampire is they're only out at night, it's like, well, guy's
Okay,
only out-
but and this is just me talking. If you were holding 5 red flags that implied you were a vampire, but you're walking in the sun, that doesn't necessarily alleviate you in my brain. I would still, like, be horribly suspicious. Even if I thought he was cool, I'd be like kind of lean over and was like, "Hey, dude, I know you're like, we had like a lovely picnic lunch in the sun the other day, but like, are you a vampire?" Also, his fangs too. I forgot to mention his literal fangs.
Yeah, the fangs are kind of a bit of a giveaway, especially because, like, it would be one thing if there's not like any encouragement to use him as like the party face, but his stats are decent for that, if I remember correctly, at least the proficiencies.
Rogues can get proficiency and charisma stuff if
Yeah.
you play him, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have
At
by
least
default.
deception.
Did you when you got to Baldur's Gate, did you go to the one inn where you met his brother and sister?
Yeah. Yep.
I looked at those two motherfuckers. I'm like, who rented them a room? This man has glowing red eyes and like triangle teeth. And presumably they didn't walk in the sun. They came in at night. So, how would you not assume those were vampires? Like again, tieflings have
They may have weirder people there.
tiefling have glowing red eyes sometimes. But do you really think he could oh I'm half tiefling? Like just his eyes? Like how do they get away with that? Like, I mean, not mechanically, but is there lore? And do vampires have like psychic force manipulation powers in Baldur's Gate? Not Baldur's Gate, but like in Faerun that I'm unaware of. Definitely not vampire servants, thralls. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
I mean, maybe in that specific case they just paid them off, but like, if I saw that happen, I'm not staying there. I'm just saying, I'm just evil motherfuckers. You know, I'm saying this out loud, and I think I might tell on myself a little bit. I think if I lived in Faerun, I would probably get over this, but I think I might be racist against tieflings for a little while. I genuinely think, like, oh, these people are from hell? Is hell a good place? No. Okay, they're probably not good people.
Well, they're not from hell. They were descended from...
Sometimes they're from hell.
Well, some of them are, sure.
Yeah.
But
Descended from hell. I don't think racist Cameron would make the distinction.
well, see, there you're clarifying that it's a racist.
Yeah, now I'm
version.
racist. I think I would get over it, but I don't know. If that's the only fact I know about them for an extended period of time, I feel like I wouldn't have a good impression of them. And you know, I meet one and they have devil horns and glowing red eyes, and I'm like, what do I know about creatures with devil horns and glowing red eyes? Bad.
Isn't it overall like more general D&D lore? Aren't they generally kind of?
I literally just remembered. I was like, oh yeah, everyone does hate tieflings in the lore. I actually forgot about that.
Yeah.
That gets so overshadowed by the fact that everyone plays them all the time.
Well, that and also like given at least the context for the third act is it's Baldur's Gate. There's a lot more diversity there, so it's probably not uncommon for people to have known people who are tieflings.
I guess we do literally experience that in the Grove. I mean, you think in like the Grove when they don't want the tieflings there, it's just because like they're refugees and they're scared because of the goblins and not because that they're tieflings. But like, probably it is just because at one point the version was they were just tieflings.
I don't know. I just didn't get much of the sense of that. I got more the sense that it was at least more that, hey, this is our grove. We don't want people here in general. We can take in people every once in a while, but
No, I'm
only
saying
as
there was a
very-
version of. I'm saying there was a version of that where it
Oh,
was just
probably, yeah. Yeah,
No, surprisingly not that racist tieflings other than racist druids other than Kaga. Is this a thing? Pomegranates, let's go. Oh, we are just talking about hell. Now we can get in. Dude, I can't wait for Hades too. Oh my god. I just like it when video games are good and they make me happy.
Yep.
Then I get excited for good video games. Dude, someone who picture the average Valorant player. The average Valorant player asked me if I played Valorant yesterday at work, and I didn't know how to. I mean, I said no, but like, just couldn't imagine. Like, I can't imagine like actually enjoying Valorant in like my life. Like, I mean, I'm just playing games that like spark joy and like Valorant. Well, other than Bloodborne, I guess right now, but I'm trying to form an opinion. But like, Valorant would just like exclusively piss me off. And I don't know why anyone would do that to relax from work. Dude, the new Overwatch skins are like $25 a piece. Like, why is that not illegal? A bunch of birds in the sky? Bats? Oh, okay. How far have I wandered? Where am I? Okay, not that far. Chris, do you blame current day microtransactions on Bethesda? That is an opinion.
No,
Is that an opinion
I don't
you
have
hold?
like a good sense of like historical how did microtransactions really
Well,
break.
the rundown I can get, the Cliff Notes version is Morrowind added $5 horse armor, and then EA executives were like, hey, what if we made infinite money, and now we're paying $25 for our Overwatch skins? That's the short of it.
Mhm.
I guess the question is, do you blame Bethesda for starting it, or was this inevitable?
I guess as a monetization technique, it's I don't know that I would quite call it inevitable, but like it would be surprising if there wasn't something like this eventually. It's just a matter of how long it takes to catch on. Like it's something that can catch on much more easily in like mobile gaming, I think.
Right.
If you're already paying a bunch for a game, paying more seems kind of unreasonable, though.
It's just the
There
lines
seems
are
to
getting
be-
so blurred, and they're being so blurred on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, they're selling waypoints in Dragon's Dogma, too.
So Dragon's Dogma 2 is a weird case from what I've heard. There's a lot of discourse around it that is being done by people who haven't played the game yet. So there's weird nuances there. There's not a story there, but at the same time,
I
it's
mean,
complicated.
it can only get so complicated, and then you find out that they're selling fast travel, like, an open world mechanic that's been a staple for a decade now.
My understanding is you can still get the fast travel in games, just a matter of how easily you get it.
Okay, my understanding is that it's virtually impossible, and that's the kind of like the tricky, you know, sneaky
Yeah,
excuse how they get
from
you
my
to buy stuff in
understanding,
mobile
that's not the
games is they
case.
make you wait to get things, and then you can't wait because it's impossible, technically, to get, and then you buy it. My point is basically they charged you like a super expensive game, and they're putting these cheeky, disgusting mobile game tactics in to buy shit that should be in the game already by default, and that's bad. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, one for Baldur's or not Baldur's Gate.
Dragon's
Dragon's Dogma
the
doesn't
dog
quite
game.
fit that mold, but at the same time, it is weird how much games will still kind of fit this in. Especially when they're paid, because it's like, you're already buying it. You're already spending a significant amount of money on this. And they're just trying to wring out money from the small group of people who's willing to pay even more for aspects. Which kind of makes sense if it's like DLC and it's whole new content, but at the same time, when it's like benefits in game, it's a little bit harder to justify it. Like one of the big companies that gets complained a lot about with that is Atlas. But I don't know the biggest one given that. It's at least of the game companies that I tend to play games of, that's the one that gets complained more about. So like for some of the newer Shin Megami Tensei games, they'll add DLC. Some of them will add new content. One of the more controversial ones is they'll do like ones that are like a few bucks that are like, oh, you can fight this extra group of demons easily that drops lots of money or lots of experience points, gaining items and things like that. And those, I can understand the complaints about them, but at the same time, I'm like, well, to some degree, they do let you play the game a little bit more the way that you want to, and like, you know, if you don't want the really hard aspects of it, and the easy mode is not really what you're looking for, which is understandable given the mechanics of the game. Kind of aren't. It's hard to balance the difficulty around what money you have because the demon fusion system is heavily influenced by gaining in-game currency. So I can kind of see it like as being sort of acceptable in terms of it being a way to configure the game more to how you like, and them wanting to paywall it either to motivate it in terms of like, hey, we should actually develop this because people are going to pay money for it. There's definitely an argument to just including it in the main game itself without paying for it because it's not difficult content to create. Though I could also see that specific crowd, being the SMT fans, not liking that content being in the base game, even if it's optional, because a lot of them get big on the hardcore aspects of the game difficulty. So it wouldn't surprise me if Atlas did suddenly put it in there for free, that people would actually complain about that somehow.
I mean, I think just the big complaint is just capitalism, because we wouldn't have to have these conversations if we were just talking about mechanics that were fun, and that was the end of the conversation. There wouldn't be confusion. Just the most fun thing would occur. I have a bug now. Oh, this is so much faster. Wait, is it faster? Yeah, it feels faster. Turns. Okay, I mean, this is faster and cooler now, but I kind of liked how sleek my other one was. But it does look like a bug. Oh, he's got little. Oh. I mean, I like and hate that at the same time.
Yeah, yep.
I didn't realize this was the same one. Oh, is this the other? Oh, wait. Oh, the game was literally showing me what they would have looked like. And then I didn't realize, and I just chose the bug one. Oh, I'm really doing this game a disservice. Oh, a fig. Let's end on the fig and not talk about figs. Let's just end on that. Unrelated to anything at all. How do I save this game again? Anyone you want to curse before we end stream, Chris? Like, damn them to hell, or maybe wish shame upon their bloodline?
The abstract concept of capitalism.
Alright, yeah. I want to pick a person specifically. What do I want to? Like a random person generator? Well, I mean, yes, a random person. I like a real person. Like a like in history. Yeah, perfect. Famous people. Ah, perfect. Will Smith. I didn't like your last animated film with the pigeon. I thought that was silly, and I hope I hope you never get another pigeon role again.